So the next thing we're going to talk about is the rules for subtracting integers. Again, we've spent plenty of time using the chip model and the number line, but now we're going to talk about those rules that we started in class, and this will firm up whether or not you definitely have them down correctly. So here are the rules when subtracting integers. These are the steps. The first thing you do is to sing and do the following. Stay, change, change, cha-cha-cha. Now I happen to think if you don't cha-cha-cha, you won't get it right. But that's still up for discussion. And of course, what this means is that the first integer stays the same, you change to addition, and the second integer becomes its opposite. And now you have an integer problem, and we go back to following those integer rules. So let's see how this works. First of all, we've got positive 7 minus positive 4. So we stay, change, change, cha-cha-cha. And now we follow our addition rules. The signs are different, find the difference. So again, we've got our absolute values, 7 minus 4, because they're different, so we find the difference. 7 minus 4 is 3. My larger absolute value is 7, so my sign is positive. The answer is positive 3, which you probably already knew. Let's take a look at our next problem. We'd stay, this stays the same, change, change, cha-cha-cha. And now my signs are different, find the difference. So we find those absolute values. We've got again 8 and 5. I find the difference, that would be 3 again. And I take my larger absolute value right here. My answer is negative 3. Another example, because this time you'll notice that the larger absolute value is in a different location. So let's see what happens. I stay, change, change, cha-cha-cha, and now I find the absolute values. I've got 2 and 9. Signs are different, find the difference. Well, I can't leave this like this, so it can become 9 minus 2. 9 minus 2 is 7. I take the sign of the larger absolute value right here. My answer is positive 7. Again, here we go. Stay, change, change, cha-cha-cha. Signs are different, find the difference. Take my absolute values. I've got 4 and 7. Finding the difference is 7 minus 4 gives me 3. And I take the sign of the larger absolute value right there is negative 3. Our next example, here we are. Again, we stay, change, change. And now the signs are the same, find the sum. Here's my absolute values. Got 9 and 6. Add those together. I get 15. Larger absolute value is here. Again, at this point it doesn't matter because my signs are the same. My answer is negative 15. Moving on to the next one. I stay, change, change. Signs are the same, find the sum. My absolute values. I've got 7 plus 2. That is 9. Larger absolute value right here. My answer is positive 9. Rules are the same every single time. Stay, change, change. Signs are the same, find the sum. Got 5 plus 8 is 13. Larger absolute value. The answer is positive 13. Next one. I stay, change, change. And now the signs are the same, find the sum. Here's my absolute values. 2 plus 5 is 7. Larger absolute value. My answer is negative 7. Now, I'm going to be adding numbers that look a lot more similar because they're either the same numbers or the opposites. So let's see what happens here. I follow my rules every time. Stay, change, change. Take my absolute values, 2 and 2. The signs are different. Find the difference. 2 minus 2 is 0. I don't need to find a sign because it's 0. Let's see if it happens again. -4, stay. Oops, let's fix that. It actually looks like 4. Okay, so stay, change, change. Find my absolute values. I've got 4 and 4. The signs are different. Find the difference. 4 minus 4 is 0. And there we go. If I really think about either one of these, it makes sense. If I have the same number and I take it away from itself, it's going to be 0. Same thing here, even though it looks a little bit different because they're negative numbers. Let's see what happens with these. I've got +8 minus -8, so I stay, change, change. Signs are the same. Find the sum. So I've got 8 plus 8 is 16. And of course, they are the same, 8 in, or positive and positive, so my answer would be positive 16. Over here, stay, change, change, cha-cha-cha. The signs are the same. Find the sum. 4 plus 4 gives me 8. They are the same, so my answer is -8. So now you've seen every different type of example for when we subtract integers.